So, Instacart is not doing well. And on top of that, I am also trying to retire my Subi. Hi guys, welcome back to Sam's Life with a Husky. It is a beautifully cool morning, but it is going to get hot today. It's about 65 degrees right now, maybe 67, somewhere in that general vicinity. And it's going to get up to 88 degrees today, and humid and muggy and not the funnest of times. I went to the Starbucks today. I didn't bring my own coffee. I got myself a venti chocolate cream cold brew. Oh, some days I just need something a little extra. And after the day that I had yesterday, which was really nice, you guys saw it in the last video, we got stuff in the ground. And we're going to be doing more of that today. Not sure exactly how much we're going to be doing of that today. You can see on my face and on my arms and my chest, I got some sun yesterday. Like, I can really see it on my nose. Yeah. Oh, and I got a haircut yesterday. I don't know if you can notice or not, but it was much needed. Almost 7 months since I've gotten my haircut. They took 2 inches off my hair. I feel so much lighter now. I got it cut back to the normal haircut that I had before, which is just hovering over the shoulders and dramatic layers, as they call it. So I'm very happy about that. We are doing an early morning walk. It is not even 7 o'clock, guys. Early morning walk. I don't think I said that right the first time. But yeah, it's not even 7 yet. The birds are chirping. I've been up since about 5:30. The birds were very loud this morning. It's my day off. I would have liked to have been in bed until at least 6. That's sleeping in for me, considering I wake up at 4:30 every day. But gotta do what you gotta do. The birds woke me up, and then the cat woke me up yelling at the birds. Legit, he yells at the birds. And then once Ghost started noticing that I was stirring in bed, he came over and was like, hey, can we like go outside and go potty now? He's used to going at 4:30 in the morning, so like I don't blame him. But it was funny to me. I did get about 8 hours of sleep, so not a huge deal, but it would have been nice to sleep a little bit longer. So let's get into what we're going to talk about today and what we're doing today and all of the things. So being that it is going to be 88 degrees today, Ghost and I are doing our walk this morning, and chances are he won't get one tonight because as it was last night, we waited until almost 8:30 and it was still 80 degrees out, which for him is a little much. 75 is usually his cutoff, especially if it's extremely muggy out. So we're doing the walk early this morning. I have not put my air conditioner in yet, so before it hits about 75 degrees, we're going to close up the house. And, sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. We're going to close up the house, turn on the fans, and hope that it doesn't get too hot. We are actually taking our long route today and going out to the main road and walking on the sidewalk on the main road to give him an extra, it's like an extra quarter mile added to the walk. And on days where I know I'm not going to give him a second walk, that's typically what we do. This makes our walk almost 2 miles, which makes him happy. So that's what we're going to do this morning. When we get back, I'm going to make my breakfast. Excuse me. Make my breakfast. We're having eggs this morning and throw a load of laundry in. And I think I'm going to blow out his coat to make him a little bit more comfortable today because he is shedding like crazy this right now. He is in 100% coat blowout instead of where he was not too long ago, where it was just like one hip that was throwing out just a little bit of fluff. So blow out his coat, throw some peppers in the ground, and then I have an interview. Now you might be wondering why I'm having an interview when I am an independent Instacart shopper. Well, truth of the matter is, Instacart is not doing very well. It is the slow season, don't get me wrong. I get it. Technically, it's the slow season, but this slow season is way worse than it was last year. For a reference for you, 2 weeks ago, I worked 6 days straight and made $400 less than I do on a normal 4-day week or 5-day week. This last week, I worked 7 days in a row, and it took all 7 days to make what I would make in 5 days. So, Instacart is not doing well. And on top of that, I am also trying to retire my Subi. My blue Subi has 177,000 miles on her. And it seems like every time I turn around, something is breaking. She's getting to the age, I say she, but you know, Subi's getting to the age where everything's going to start breaking more easily. And right now, I have a rental. Again, something is going on with the transmission, so I have it at the Subaru dealership. They figured out what it is. It's not the actual transmission. It's the part of the transmission that's outside of the transmission that tells the inside of the transmission to shift. Yeah, I'm not a mechanic. That's the gist of what I got out of it. Come on, Ghost. And on top of that, I was told by the Subaru dealership that the U-joint in my driving axle is broken. And it's been making this noise for a couple years now. And every other mechanic that I've talked to has told me that my front end is sound. So, yeah. So it is time to retire Subi from delivery. As much as I don't want to, as much as I don't want to give up my freedom between not making as much money as I was and the car getting older, it's time. And I can't just go out and buy a new car because I still owe money on this car. And because it's so old, I won't get enough on a trade-in to pay it off and get a new car. So, I'm kind of stuck. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not just going to look for any old job. So, I'm not going to just take any job because I've had my own hours for so long. So, I'm going to take my time and look for a job. Now, I do have a job interview today. It is actually a part 2 interview, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this job because I applied for a full-time position, okay? And I had my first interview. It was a video interview. And the lady said that she wasn't sure if there were any full-time positions available because she's in a different sector. So they do multiple people interviewing so they can get different perspectives, which is fine. Like, I I used to do that at one of my previous jobs. I would do an interview, and then my coworker would do an interview, and then we would review our notes and pick the best option. I get it. But if you're interviewing for a section, you should know what positions are available, especially when you advertise the full-time position, because their part-time employees only make $15 an hour. I can't survive on $15 an hour, let alone a part-time position with $15 an hour. Now, they did say that their full-timers make more money, but they did not specify how much. And minimum I can take, minimum is $18 an hour, and that's pushing it. Realistically, I need $19 to $20 an hour to survive, so that way I can make a living for myself. And I've already cut back on things. I've cut back on my food budget. I've cut back on entertainment programs. Holy cow, mosquitoes. I just got hit with like a whole bunch of mosquitoes. So I'm going to be very straight and to the point with this person. That's how I was with the first interviewer, and she was very thankful for that. I don't want to waste their time, and I don't want to waste my time. So we're going to see how this goes. I will keep you guys posted. And Ghost and I are going to finish our walk, have some breakfast, and get on with our day. Well, I had the interview. Pretty sure they would have hired me. But, like I suspected, all they have is part-time positions. And I totally could have taken a part-time position and hoped and prayed that someone decided to quit from the full-time side and then applied for the full-time position. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. I really don't want to do something and learn something and waste their time training, and then if no full-time position comes up, have to quit because I need to find something full-time. I can't survive off of $15 an hour, 24 hours a week. I can't do that. So in order to not waste their time, in order to not waste my time, we just decided to wait. And they said, keep an eye out for the full-time positions to open up and go from there. So I'm back to square zero. I got all dressed up and everything, guys. Guys, I have a dress on. A dress. I don't wear dresses very often, and I hate it. I can't wait to get home and take it off. But it was nice to dress up a little bit. So I'm gonna go home and relax. Maybe do some gardening, but chances are probably not. I think I just need to zen for the rest of the day. I worked 8 days in a row. Worked my butt off in the garden yesterday. Gardened this morning. Was up at 6 o'clock in the morning on my day off because the birds were so loud at sunrise. I think I'm gonna go home and zen. So, if you guys have watched this far in the chaos that was my day, thank you so much for watching. We did get the peppers in the ground, but that's about it. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you in the next video of this adventure that we call life.